Hello, is this Tiara?
Okay. Hello, Miss.
Tiara, is this you?
Yes. First of all, I would like to say sorry because I think I will only join 30 minutes because I will have class at 10.
Okay, no worries. Panji, Syahdan, and Faat also could not come today because they have a rehearsal.
Okay, so
Okay, no worries. Because you only have 30 minutes, I think we can recap. Yeah, we can just do recap from last meeting because you
yes.
did come last meeting. Okay. So here it is. Last meeting we learned about this concept. So these are a concepts that usually used in a debate. Where's my phone? Oh, okay. Okay, so have you been familiar with these 8 concepts, Tiara?
Uh, I I feel like some of the concepts I have studied before, like in this.
Okay, that's great. Which one are you already familiar with?
Uh, the fourth concept, feminism.
Okay, let me give a check on that. All right. What can you tell me about feminism?
Feminism, as far as I know, as far as I'm concerned, feminism is a right for women to have their fully freedom to do something or even to dominate. So I'm kind of disagree actually with feminism. Yes,
Interesting. Why?
okay. I believe that there are some human natures that we cannot deny as women, like giving birth or maybe like taking care of our kids. So as a feminism, because they believe that they have right fully for their choice in their life. Besides that, we still have um, our duty, I mean, as mother in the future, like to raise our kids, to take care of them, and some kind of things like breastfeeding. So we cannot deny it. That's why. And also, in terms of freedom, of choosing our choice in life, like from profession or maybe for leading a company. I think that's good for women to do it. Like I agree with that, but in terms of physical strength, we cannot. I think we should agree that man is stronger than woman in physical strength. So there are some work, some jobs that a woman couldn't do it as better as men.
Okay, all right. I'm gonna recap your ideas here. So based on what you told me, woman or man, yeah, it consists of 2 ideas. So the first idea that might help arranging your argument better and clearer is there are gender or rules, and the other one is sex or nature. Sex or nature is something that you are you were born with. For example, our genital condition, womb, female womb, and then female ability to menstruate and to give birth, to labor a baby, etc. And also male ability to give sperm, for example, or male ability to father children. That is the thing that we cannot change because male were born with it. Yeah. And then the second one, or the first one here, is gender or rules. Gender or rules is something that is built by the community. No one was born with it. For example, nurturing, fighting, working, cooking, these are gender activity or rules. Sorry, I think it's not rules, it's role, yeah, with an O. Okay, here, roles. Nah, I think there are feminist movement that only wants to change the stigma on gender or role on gender. For example, feminism wants to fight that women should be free to choose whether they want to cook or not for their partner, because in society we usually cooking falls to the duty of woman or the duty of the wife. Feminist wants to change that. So if you want to cook, you don't have to be a female to like cooking or to do cooking, for example. The other example is being a leader, being a CEO. You don't have to have a penis, or you don't have to be a man if you want to be a CEO of a company. So that is the ideas that certain feminists wants to change. However, there are also a view feminist movement that they also wants to change about the nature, but mostly it is about the choice. So it doesn't mean that a feminist should not labor children. It just means that a female can choose whether they want to or they don't want to have a children. So that's what you said, right? So the ideas are there. Your ideas are correct, not correct, are the same, like the common idea of feminism. But I think next time, if you have a motion talking about feminism, you can start with this classification. Okay.
Gender and sex.
Yeah, gender and sex. One you can change, the other one you cannot change. Okay, very good, Tiara. What is the next concept that you're already familiar with?
A human right.
Human rights.
A
Okay.
human right, LGBT.
Okay.
But I think the LGBT one is more familiar for me. Because
That's good. What's your idea on that?
When speaking of LGBT, I know that a person have a right, a person have a freedom to choose their orientation sexual, as far as it doesn't harm other people. But we already know that in our community, we start being open with the LGBT community. And in my personal opinion, I think this kind of issue, it's gonna be a disaster in the future. Why? Because when society start to be open, start to, what is that? start to accept this idea, start to accept this LGBT community, it's gonna be going farther. Like one people, I mean, can try to follow, like, oh yes, why do I have to follow other people? I can choose this community as well. And as far as I know, when talking about LGBT, it will also harm to the number of population. Why? Because we already know that uh, they match um, with improper partner, so it will harm the it will damage the number of population. And also there will be some improper rules about this, like the toilet, how they differentiate the toilet for the LGBT and the ordinary people, because they have this orientation sexual issue. So they will find it really disturbing, they will find it uncomfortable to be in the ordinary toilet like what normal people do. So this will be for me, this will be enormous disaster in the future. That's why.
Okay, and what about the human right concept?
The human right concept, this topic is actually kind of same, kind of familiar with the feminism, LGBT, because those are still relating to each other. It's about the right or a human to choose what they want to do in their life. But sometimes people also forget to do their duty. I mean, we have right, but we also have to do something. We also have duty. We also have job, like that. Let's say I have right, I mean, I have right to be a leader, but I also have duty to embrace my member. That's why when we're talking about human right, people will be freely to say that when something is wrong, they will say that, oh, but that's right, that's my right to do this. But remember that what we are doing will not be harmful for other people, because we have to remember that it's not only right, but also how do we um, behave to other people. Because if we just put right into account, we just consider about the right, but we don't want to respect other people right, then it's gonna be a problem as well.
Yep, that is absolutely correct. So for LGBTQ and human rights, I think you have a good grasp on the concept. Now let's quick go through on the other concept. So body autonomous, have you been familiar with this?
Body autonomous, not really.
Okay, so body autonomous is a concept usually used when we talk about LGBTQ, abortion, whether women can choose or not to have baby. So body autonomous actually is just that as a human, you have a total control of your body. A total control, and because you own your body, so you can do whatever you want with it. For example, if you want to have a tattoo, you can, because it's your body, it's your choice. If you want to do abortion because you don't want to give birth to children, it's also up to you, because the premise is that God gave you your body for you to manage. So it's not up to society, it's not up to the country or the law to tell what you can or cannot do to your body. So this is you can use this in a lot of a debate motion. The next is tiger parenting. It you can also use this on LGBTQ if it involves the parent. And it's actually about a parenting style where the parents give a harsh parenting. So like parents can beat their children, parents can limit a lot of things, limit their children's freedom in order for them to be successful in the future. This parenting style is derived from Chinese parenting style. And it's actually based on that when tiger wants their kids to be able to hunt, they will throw their pup uh, over the hill, and if the lion pups can make it to the top of the hill, they will be a good lion. But if they cannot, if they are not able to do that, they will die. So that's why it's called tiger parenting. Okay, and labor union is a way of labor to be able to express their wants and their needs to the company. We usually use it in economic motion involving company, big company, small company. And self-deterrence is related to law enforcement. So that self-deterrence is a concept where we punish someone not just because they deserve to be punished, but also to prevent them to do it again in the future. This can apply to human, but also can apply to country. For example, if United States of America give economic sanction to Turkey, the USA expects Turkey to have a self-deterrence that Turkey wouldn't do the mistakes again in the future. We call it a self-deterrence. And then the last one is law enforcement. It is just how you make the law exist and work in the society. So for example, if you want to legalize armed gun, you have to think about the law enforcement. Are our police capable to do that? Will our justice system be able to do what it needs to do when it comes to people smuggling armed gun, for example? So law enforcement is usually work for legalized motion. If the motion talking about legalize something, you will need to bring this concept. Okay, do you have any question on these concepts, Tiara?
So I mean, for law enforcement, it means that we force people to follow the law, like that.
Yeah.
Okay. So
how will you force people? Gitu.
okay.
Usually the debate will be about that, including what will you do? What will you take for a punishment when people break the law of this? Usually the debater will discuss about that.
Okay, and then one question, one more question. I mean, in the real debate, the topics like body autonomous and then feminism, human right. I think when the debate is about one of them, then it will comes to another one. Like when you're talking about human right, then people will bring body autonomous about feminism. Is it still correlated?
Yeah, some of these concepts help each other actually. As you said before, that when we talk about feminism, we usually will bring human right and also body autonomous in it. You can use human right in every motion.
Okay. Is there any, like limit for the debater to bring about human right? So it's not gonna be so far.
No, I believe there is no limit. You can bring any concept that you want, unless the motion is something like assuming human right doesn't exist, gitu-gitu. So if you do that, you might not be able to bring human right.
Okay.
Okay. Any other question, Tiara?
No, thank you.
Okay.
Okay.
The last 5 minutes of your presence, I will explain about the assignment from last week. Okay, this one. So last week we did debate again as usual. And what I noticed from your friends, from Syahdan, Panji, and Faat, is that they still struggle. Maybe you still struggle as well to make an elaborate argument. Elaborate argument is the argument that is thick and deep. Gitu. So the argument is not just saying abortion is bad because if you do abortion, you kill human being. It's argument should not be just about that, but argument should be deeper than that. I give assignment last week. It's this. This is the example. For example, you want to say that children should go to school. You have to answer 5 whys. First, you have to answer why children should go to school. Or you may want to write, oh, because children needs to get education. And then you have to answer the second why. Why children should get education? Oh, because education can improve children's knowledge. And you have to answer the third why. Why education can improve children's knowledge, or why knowledge is so important for children. And then you answer again, knowledge can better children's future. And you answer the next why. Why should we care about children's future? Oh, because good children makes a good adult. Why do we care if we make a good adult? Because good adult makes good society. So you have to answer 5 why to the statement. And your statement is this: to avoid overpopulation, one family should only own one car. So you have to answer why a family should only own one car. Ini bukan population ya, pollution. Yeah, pollution. To avoid pollution, one family should only own one car. And then you have to, the first why you have to answer why a family should only own one car. Nah, terus go to the next why until you have 5 why. Okay, you have any question about this assignment?
But Miss, I mean, what if the first answer and then the second answer is kind of familiar? I mean, kind of same.
Yeah, it shouldn't be same, tapi it should be related, harus nyambung gitu. I will give you another example from your friends ya. For example, this one, worker should get health insurance. Why? Oh, because worker, you can answer with a lot of statement, but I will go with this one. Oh, because worker risk their lives to work. Okay, why worker risk their life, or what type of worker risk their life? And then you can answer, worker risk their life to give a better work in their job. Why should worker give a better work in their job? Oh, because better work in their job means a better economy for the society. It means better infrastructure if the worker works in infrastructure project, gitu-gitu. So you can go to any direction you want. Yang penting every why is related to the previous why.
Okay. Or is it should be 5 why, or maybe we can explain. You can explain our ideas. Like,
if you can make it more than 5, that's very good, because I want to train how you guys elaborate your argument. So I give this assignment gitu. Jadi not only finish in why children should go to the school because children needs to get education, and then done. You do not explain anymore about it. Nah, jadi I want you to explain it by giving you 5 whys to answer. Okay. Okay, it's already 10 o'clock. Do you have to go now?
Yes.
Okay, thank you, Tiara, for dropping in ya. Good luck with your class. See you next week. Bye.
Okay, thank you, Miss.
You're welcome. Dia bisa cuci pinggang.